Eagles get it back. We're going to run some clock, or maybe throw the dagger.
And welcome back to the Squawking Eagles Podcast. Today I'm joined by Miguel and a Kansas City Chiefs guest on his way in. We'll get to him later. Miguel, how's it going, buddy?
1-0. We doing good, man.
1-0. Those Cowboys coming into Philadelphia thinking they can push us around.
It wasn't pretty, but it a win is a win is a win.
It was a weird game, with the whole rain delay and Jalen Carter, the Spitgate, I would call it. It's called Spitgate.
Yeah.
Getting thrown out of the game before he could even put his helmet on, very much. But
right. I mean, it's even before they got the injured player that got injured on kickoff.
I feel so bad for that guy.
Yeah,
he got hurt last year as a linebacker, and then converted to a fullback. And now he gets hurt on the first play of the game, and Mark has now joined us. So he's going to jump in as soon as he's ready. But before we start, also, the Eagles signed two guys since we've last recorded. They got Sam Howell. They traded for Sam Howell. And they traded for Tank Bigsby after Will Shipley got hurt. So Will Shipley apparently is going to be out for 6 to 12 weeks with a rib cage tear or broke. I don't know what.
I heard a fractured
rib cage.
Yeah.
Well, they call it upper body, something with upper body something, and then that's why he's going to be out for 6 to 12 weeks. So Howie did some Howie things and went and got Tank Bigsby, who I wanted the Eagles to draft him 3 years ago when he was coming out of college. So after they traded for him, I sent Tank Bigsby a message and said, "Hey, a little delayed, but welcome to Philly." And he said, "Good to be here." I'm like, all right. He's acknowledging the podcast, which is always a fun thing when the players acknowledge the podcast.
Yeah, when they signed them, because I'm at work. I work in the clean room lab, so I can't have my phone out. But I had my earpod in, and I saw my cousin was like, "Oh, we just traded for Bigsby," and he was excited about it. And I was like, doesn't really get me excited. Like, okay. Most he's going to be a kick returner, punt returner.
Third down back possibly.
Yeah, I really don't. He said he liked the way that he runs, but I don't know.
I like him.
In the 3 seasons that I've seen him play, he really hadn't did much in Jacksonville. So,
does anybody really do much in Jacksonville though?
Hey, you watch out for my second least favorite team. Watch how you talk about my other team. Put some respect on the Jaguars.
All right. Oh man. Yeah. So that Cowboys game. Happy for a win. Glad to get that out of the system. It's always fun to beat the Cowboys team.
Yes, it is.
Going into week 2. So we like to have our guests come on who are fans of the other team we're playing. It's nice to see a different perspective for the other side looking into Eagles territory. And so I'm bringing in a Kansas City Chiefs fan. He's been a Chiefs fan for most of his life, I'm pretty sure, all of his life.
Almost all my life.
Almost all your life. We have talked plenty of times with Eagles, Chiefs, and I want to welcome in Deuce Robinson. How's it going, bud?
Welcome.
How you doing? How you doing, guys?
All right.
Go ahead, Miguel.
You said almost your life. When did you become a Chiefs fan? Like, were you a fan of another team before you became a Chiefs fan?
So originally I was an Eagles fan, and football necessarily wasn't, I wasn't a diehard in sports, for me, from my father. My father chose, you can pick whatever team you want, you like it. But once you choose a team, you die by that team.
Right.
So Jeremy Maclin was my favorite player. So wherever he went, I decided to go with him. So as he went to the Chiefs, I went to the Chiefs. And during that time is when I fell in love with them. But even still, we weren't good.
Right.
We were a mediocre team. Alex Smith, I fell in love with Jamal Charles just watching that. And I stuck with the team from there on and out. So from the grassroots before we even drafted Patrick and the dynasty was created.
Okay. Solid.
So going into week 2, the Eagles are 1-0, and your Kansas City Chiefs are 0-1. Tell us about your feelings and thoughts of that 0-1 loss. Go ahead. What?
Let's back it up. Let's go.
You want to talk BTA?
No, not yet. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
All right, because I want to talk that too.
We're gonna get there. Like, so I want to know, like, all right, so the first Super Bowl matchup, right? Going into it, obviously, on our side, we say the holding penalty is what caused us the game at the end of the day. You guys won that game. I'm sure you were elated about that. Going into last year's Super Bowl, how did you feel going into it? Were you confident that you guys were going to come out, and then how you felt afterwards?
So there were two sides to it, right? Mm-hmm. There's the side of, okay, listen, we're winning games, but we're only winning by a hair, by the skin of our teeth, right? Now then, the Super Bowl comes, and I'm not necessarily saying I expected that, but this is the team now. This is the number one team in the NFC. There is no more win by a hair. You better be on your P's and Q's. There is no more getting by. You got to be hitting on all cylinders. There is no, okay, we're going to skate by with a mistake. No, this is the best team in the league, arguably. So there is our best, and our best wasn't there. And clearly that's what happened. So that's why I knew that, understood that was going to happen. As soon as the old line, I said, oh man, it's over with.
Okay. So then after the belt to ass, that bitter taste in your mouth. So how do you feel going into this game?
Much needed. The week 1 loss was much needed. You know, I don't like the idea you're starting from the top. No, I need the underdog and go back to your roots. Go back to we're the uncrowned king. We're not the top anymore. Okay? There's no more. You're chasing ourselves. We're not chasing anybody else anymore.
Okay.
So.
Not chasing anyone anymore. Who were you chasing before? You chasing those birds? Who are you chasing? Who are you chasing?
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm very realistic and holistic fan. There is no excuses at the end of the day. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. So your 0-1 start. What in your eyes, in your perspective, where do you place the blame of the loss from last week? Are you putting it on the coaching staff? Are you putting it on the players?
I'm putting it on every single person of the organization. That's a statement loss. Everybody needs to take a look in the mirror, from front office to everybody on the field. Listen,
even their own players are kind of throwing shade. Didn't Xavier Worthy throw some shade on Travis Kelce about his being in his head in the game? Like, the dude took that guy out.
I did say that, and also along with Travis Kelce, I do think it's time for Noah Gray to really take the reins of that tight end 1 spot. You're on the latter end of your career. You know, last year was your kind of almost farewell year.
Right.
But Noah has shown that he can handle that workload, and you're on the tail end. In my eyes, it's time to give those reins over to him.
Wow.
What are your thoughts on our common coach, Andy Reid, Big Red?
I think he's doing a solid job, but I think it's really more on the players. There's no fight. It's more of just get punched and not get back up and keep fighting again. As soon as it's like they're lulling them to sleep, and there's no fight or aggression, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
Right. I think what you guys are seeing with Andy Reid now is what we saw towards the end of his tenure here in Philadelphia, where he had bad time management. He has seemed to lose his voice in the locker room. Like you said, that the team plays flat. They don't seem to be playing on their toes, and I think that's what you're experiencing now.
You think so, Miguel? You think that's what's happening? The later years now are starting to creep in Kansas City years here?
I think so. I think if they miss the playoffs this year, I think this will be Andy Reid's last year. He'll either retire or be forced out or forced into a general manager position, and they'll bring somebody else in to replace him.
I think last year's the Chiefs, if they had lost those hairline games, they would have been like 8 and 9. I think they wouldn't have even been a team in the playoffs, let alone a Super Bowl team.
But that's the common thread in the NFL, right? Almost every game in the NFL is a one possession game.
Well, yeah, Eagles versus Cowboys week 1. That was a one possession game. The Eagles could have lost that game easily. I think it was a tale of two games, really, because of the whole delay. Like the first part of the game, you had seven possessions, 7 scores. After that, after the rain delay, it was a totally different game, both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
So
both teams got cold after that. So
yeah, it was a weird circumstance. Mark, welcome to the convo.
Hello.
How's it
going?
going?
Sorry for the delay. I could not find my camera.
No worries. So we're talking to Deuce here. We're talking about he's the Kansas City Chiefs fan. He's here talking to us about his Chiefs, and now we're coming on week 2. What's that?
Said I deduced that.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure how much you heard, or
yeah, I had the ears on. I was listening.
Okay,
so.
all right. Yeah,
respect
so
for coming on. I got it. First things first. Respect for coming on. We've had a lot of people we've invited from different teams. They're like, "Yeah, we'll be there." And then like week comes, like, "Nah, I don't want to talk to Eagles fans." And
listen, Mike knows me. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my principles, and I told him I was going to be on here.
Yeah,
appreciate you. And we don't bring people on here to disrespect them or show like. Yes, there's going to be some rivalry talk, but sports is sports, right? Like if you're not a fan of sports, you don't understand it. But we're not going to be on here disrespecting people because of the teams that they choose. Now, I'm going to give you general questions like I have today, and that's what we kind of want to set the tone going forward for.
Of course, 100%.
Yeah, we've had Cowboys fans on here. I haven't talked to them since the last time we were on here, but still,
they're on here one time. They're like
one time, never saw him again. Never dropped out of our fantasy football league and just like disappeared.
Hey, speaking of Cowboys fan, I just want to have you guys seen there's an Instagram video where the guy was like, he asked GPT when's the next 20 Super Bowls, and it has the Cowboys winning in like 2033.
Wow.
So definitely after Jerry dies.
Yeah.
So you can share that with the priest.
I will. I'll have to do that. Mark, feelings on that, the Eagles Cowboys. We talked a little bit. I want to hear your thoughts.
It's one of those things where every year I remind myself after the game that you shouldn't bet on the Eagles week 1 or week 2 because we can never get our shit together in time. Yeah. So surprised AJ Brown didn't throw something. I mean, keeping himself together because that was a rough game to watch for him. Yeah. It was slow, but like the whole beginning threw everyone off with the whole spitting and the ejection of Carter, which was, I'm glad to see he's kind of getting through that. He took it pretty high, and he'll be playing this week. It brings a lot of, he brings a lot to the defense.
He's going to play with fire this week.
He's going to fire. I think a lot of the players looked good at moments, and I think it's just early rust shaking off. Playing against the Chiefs, if they were fully healthy and everyone was playing, I'd be a little bit more like, all right, it's going to be a good game. Missing Rashee Rice. Worthy, I think, is playing, but he's injured. He just mentioned that Kelsey's getting a little older. Obviously, we know Kelsey very well. And I think I think the youth of our team is going to have a lot more moving forward as they continue. They're going to get that ball rolling again. As long as they can keep winning, it's going to create momentum. Whereas like an older team, if they, like he was saying, like you lose that first game and the veterans kind of take it like, okay, time to wake up, get the job done. Where youth, sometimes you lose early as youth, it can really hurt your team. So getting the win, getting out of there, I think a lot of the guys, especially towards the end, the defense locking them down, felt good. I think they're going to come back a little bit more vigor and just it's going to keep growing as long as we can win the next game or two. I think we're in a good spot. But that first game was rough. That was CeeDee Lamb 100% should have beat us. We should have lost. He should have 200 yards. But he,
CeeDee Butterfingers, really.
Yeah, Butterfingers is everywhere over there. I don't know what's happened to the Cowboys. What was going on? I will say, not just him. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, top 3 fantasy receivers,
Yeah.
all.
Dog.
And yet, I have talked how poorly about Quentin Johnston. Man, like
tore it
25. What?
Tore it up.
Crazy. I did take Igbuka, so I'm happy with that.
Yes. I saw that. I was like, I got to pick him up. And then who has him? In 2 of the leagues that I play with you, Mark, you have him on your team.
I think I have him in 4 total leagues. I might even have him in Miguel's league.
You might. Yeah, you might.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I had a feeling for him, man. There was something in my head was like, that man, it's going to be golden.
Yeah.
I stayed away from LA receivers because I wasn't sure how Stafford was going to perform with his back.
Yeah, I didn't touch Puka. I was afraid of that.
Yeah.
I picked up Tucker Kraft from the Packers just for tonight.
Perfect.
Oh, he had a great game. Great,
yeah. Dude, he had 2 catches for 72 yards. That's all I watched. That was already at like 10 points.
Yeah,
that was pretty.
George Kittle hit the IR first week, so I had to get some replacements.
Smart.
Yeah, that whole team is like Brock Purdy's now out with a toe injury.
I have him in 2 leagues, thanks to you, Mike.
You're welcome.
In 2 of the leagues I'm with Mike, I somehow got at least 1 area auto drafted, and both of it was a quarterback, and it both went Brock Purdy.
Favorite quarterback.
Not happy about that.
I'll trade you Daniel Jones.
I literally already dropped him.
Stop stealing your neighbor's Wi-Fi. Just get Wi-Fi for yourself. Bro.
I've got phenomenal Wi-Fi. I just wasn't paying attention.
How did you lose? I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's just how it was, man. Like the first one, I wasn't there at all. The second one, I was at a cornhole tournament with some family.
That's right. Yeah. You're doing.
I was doing the draft, and then the game came, so I put it down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because like the draft was taking so long. Miguel has 30-second picks. We picked everybody in like 30 minutes flat.
We did.
Mike's league, bro. I think we were there for like 2 hours. Like,
I know. Especially with Beckerman's kids. I'm sitting there like, come on.
Bro, each row took like 20, 30 minutes.
Hey.
Like, bro, come on.
Had to draft the perfect guy. Got to take our time. No
so
rush.
I put my phone down thinking, okay, I've got time. And I come back to it. Nope, it's gone. Auto drafted. Purdy. And I'm like,
should locked in, Mark. Should have locked yourself in a room and just sat.
I took 6th place in the tournament, my guys.
6th? In the cornhole? How many guys were there? 7?
No, there were 15 teams.
15 teams. All right.
Yeah, so I was on a team, took 6. I'm happy with it. I'm really bad at cornhole. Let me preface this. I am as bad at cornhole as you can get at cornhole, and by the end, I was doing pretty well.
Okay. All right. All right. So Eagles flying into Arrowhead. I don't know what's it called now. Something. What's it called? That stadium? Arrowhead Stadium is now called what?
GEHA Stadium.
Yeah, that.
I thought it was called Burrowhead Stadium.
Yeah, he hasn't won there in a couple of years. So
well, out of respect, I'll call it Arrowhead because GEH sounds terrible. And Burrow.
Yeah, that's why it's just Arrowhead Stadium.
Arrowhead Stadium. Flying Arrowhead Stadium. It's a 4:25 game on Fox. It should be a primetime game. It's a Super Bowl rematch. It was right. Like, do you think it should be primetime?
Why is it a 4:00 game?
Well, I mean, if you look at it, it's
America's Night
of the week. So
it's the game of the week.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
game of the week.
Is that a Tony Romo special?
It's going to be on Fox. It's going to be Brady. It's going to be Brady and Burkhart. Is it Burkhart? Burkhart.
Yeah.
We haven't heard Brady this year. This is our first Brady game. He last Brady game we listened to was the 34-0 stomping of the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I think the last pass that Patrick Mahomes threw was probably a good one. I guess was to the INT to Cooper DeJean. That was like the last good pass that Patrick Mahomes threw.
You mean the birthday gift that Patrick Mahomes gave?
Yeah. That was like the best pass he threw that game. That was the last.
He got 3 birthday gifts coming on Sunday. 3 TDs coming. 3.
Now
you're talking about Saquon? 3 TDs from Saquon? I'm ready for that.
All
right, we're gonna shut him down at all costs. Listen, I'd rather them air the ball out than have me watch them just run the ball the whole game.
I mean, I get it, but I feel like that's what happened at the
Super Bowl. Yeah,
we did exactly what they wanted us to. We just threw it all over.
And that's an Andy Reid trait. Once he feels like he's too far behind, he gets away from the run game, and you guys never go back to it. Same thing in Philly.
But Listen, it's at some point you got to pick your poison with a team as well rounded as the Eagles are. I mean, you got to solely eliminate one option and depend on your DBs. Listen, we're gonna stop this, but we need you to be ready to stop this pass.
Right.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Live by that and die by that. And we're not gonna let you run the ball by any means necessary, and we're gonna do our damnedest to stop that pass. And if we don't, hey, but we're gonna live or die by it. We're not letting him run the ball. We're not gonna let what other teams do.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah. Well, Saquon only had 65, 68 yards on Thursday. So I'm expecting to see some more yards out of Saquon. They can't possibly just throw all their attention onto him and let Jalen just pick them apart. AJ Brown's going to win some passes. Devontae's going to win some passes. We might not see Dallas Goedert. He was on the list for like some sort of sprain problem, knee problem.
Okay.
We might not see him again. We knew this with going into this with Dallas Goedert. He's going to be in and out of the lineup. We said if he's going to come back, he has to take a pay cut because he's always getting hurt. And sure enough, week 2 he's already hurt. Lane Johnson's banged up, so we're coming in not fully strength with some of our weapons. But
have we heard about Dickerson? His back. He had the lower back at the end of the Dallas game.
Yeah, he's limited practice. He'll
play through it.
He'll probably play through it.
I'll tell you what, though, Chris Jones, he's chomping at the bit for that. No, we got one guard that's still kind of learning. One's hurt. One tackle's hurt. I'll tell you, if there's anyone on that team I'm actually afraid of, it's Jones. Like, I don't care about Mahomes. I don't care about Mahomes.
He might line up sideways again. I don't think we have to worry about that. He might line up sideways and hurt his neck like he did in the Super Bowl.
But push too hard on that guy.
Yeah, and even still, right at the I think it was at the end or during the Chargers game, him and Karlaftis were getting into it, and it was caught on the camera, and they were talking about it, and the summary was Karlaftis was holding Jones accountable for not being the captain of that defense as he should be. Right. So now your feet are to the fire. Are you gonna match what you say as the captain of this defense, as the Super Bowl champion, or are you gonna coddle into a corner? Which one is it? You have a choice to make this week.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Last time the Eagles played in Kansas City, it was coming off the Super Bowl loss to the Chiefs, and the Kansas City Chiefs lost that game.
That was a week game 2, right?
That was a week 2 game. I think. No, it wasn't. It was Eagles were 9-8 going into that game.
I want to say it was middle of the season.
It was middle of the season game. Yeah, it was like they were. It was late in the season, but the Eagles won that game.
Were the Chiefs also like 13 wins at that point or something like that? Like
might have, yeah. So it was
they were resting players,
possibly. But I don't. This game going into this game, I think we're not going to see a BTA again. I see it's going to probably be a close game. Eagles, like I said, still got to knock some rust off. Adoree Jackson did not look good against the Cowboys.
What? I wanted him gone after the second quarter. Like, get him out of there.
Second, you waited all the way to the second. By the second play, I was ready for him to go. I was like, "Nah, I'm done."
Yeah, Darius Slay was on Richard Sherman's podcast a couple days ago, and he made a comment about, I'm happy where I am, but corners don't just come out, fall off of trees. There's not many of us. So obviously he's a little sour about Eagles not retaining him. But
which I still don't understand how we didn't keep him. Just sign him to a 1-year deal. He was going to retire after this season. I don't understand. Not like we didn't have the money to pay him.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they wanted to put that money elsewhere, and they spread it out a little bit more. I guess maybe that's what that's his theory. He was able to spread it out for other players for other positions. Eagles lost a lot of guys. They needed to fill those positions, and maybe locking up a lot of money with a 1-year player wasn't the most, economic thing to do at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Who's like they just released Eli Ricks. Like they were hoping that Eli Ricks was going to step up, Keely Ringo, but these guys aren't doing it. I know Mark loves Keely Ringo, but he's just not doing it.
Is he though?
I think Killaringo needs to get a shot this week. I mean,
does he? I don't think so. I think Adoree Jackson's in there. I think that's what they said, that he's going to be.
That's what they said. Ringo deserves the chance.
Yeah, if he deserves it, yes. But that's what's going to happen. We're going to see Adoree Jackson.
I'll be honest, my guy. Watching Adoree Jackson play, I'm pretty sure I could break coverage. All right. I am an overweight, short white man. I could break his coverage, my guy. That guy.
Move on, Mark. I was seeing Mark's double move on Adoree Jackson.
Bro, that man couldn't cover a bed and a blanket. Like, it's just, that was a nightmare. I'm sorry, Adoree Jackson. I was hyped on him coming out of college, and I thought he was gonna be something. And he was like, he kept like having games or be like, that's Adoree Jackson. He's gonna, that's Adoree Jackson. And it was like he kept doing that his whole career. Now it's here, and it's like you're on the back end of a not stellar career, and you're just looking worse, man. You're digging your own grave, especially if you're doing it in Philly. Like, if you're having these kind of years in Tennessee, in some other team where the fans aren't as diehard, it's like it sucks, but you're not gonna be as pressured. Here in Philly, we pressure everybody. We watch a Phillies game, Schwarber misses a home run hit, and it's like, why? Like, what's wrong with you, bud? Like, I know you're like leading the league in home runs. Why'd you hit that one? Like, we don't care about the last 50. You want to go to this one.
This is true.
And Adoree Jackson comes in and just misses. It's like, bro, you give yourself a C? A C is a passing grade, bud. You did not have a passing grade. Anyone around you passed over you. You failed.
Yeah.
That's not a passing grade. Watching it pass over you is not passing.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he gets the nod for the first couple of series, but the second that we see him playing like he did last week, you got to put Bennett and Ringo in there, and see what we got.
Even if Worthy has one arm taped behind his back, that man is going to put touchdowns up if he's being covered by Jackson.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
I would agree.
That man's going to catch it with one hand behind his back. He's going to use the hand behind his back to catch football. He'll just be that open.
Yeah. Now we'll see. We're going to see Jalen Carter back for the first time. After his fine of $57,000 and $222,
and a 1-game suspension.
And what? No, well, I guess
they did. It is technically 1-game suspension.
Yep.
You think so? Is that
that's what they said? They announced it. Yeah.
No, well, that's the first time anyone has ever been suspended from a game for a game.
The season.
So the thing was that the league, especially I think this came from Troy Vincent, they want to be able to change the fines or penalties regarding ejections as they come to light. They don't want to set the precedence and then have to match that precedence for every issue after that.
Where do you get $57,000 and $222? Like, what do you get?
That's his game check.
Oh, is that his game check? Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's weird to us normal humans that he gets paid that for just 3 hours of work.
Yeah.
And he only worked half that time. So
he didn't even work.
And that's why he had to pay it.
That's why he lost.
But this upcoming Sunday, when he's finished the game, just know that he just made some people's yearly salary.
Yeah.
And he's not even highly paid yet. It's still rookie contract.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wait till he gets paid. It's gonna reset the whole.
It's gonna hurt the Birds, my guy. That's gonna hurt.
We'll see.
It will be. I wonder how much is gonna be guaranteed of it, but
bro, with all again, I was saying earlier how youthful we are as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Carter's gonna be a pricey boy to keep around.
Yes, he will be.
Hopefully, hometown discount. Hopefully, he's going to have by the time that's ready, he'll have 2 or 3 rings by then, and so hometown discount, right? We'll be able to.
I mean, a second ring.
You heard that right. You heard that right. 2 or 3 rings.
A second ring might look really good on that hand of his.
You heard it. This is how confident. This is. I am going to be in Disney World when Jalen Hurts is riding down Main Street after that Super Bowl win. I'm going to be there. Let's just say.
Hey, listen, this is what I told everybody. This was my my excuse for when we lost. It's 1-1. It's 1-1 now. Now it's tiebreaker.
The trilogy is like boxing matches, right? This is the trilogy is going to be the best one.
Exactly.
Now, see, we got to do it right though. Okay, there's a 1-year break between it where we beat the Bills because the Bills have to lose to every team in the NFC East. That's my destiny, right? Where anyone doesn't know, the Bills have been to 4 Super Bowls. They've lost all 4, and they've played 3 teams from the NFC East. And every one of them haven't played the 4th team, the 4th team being the Eagles. So the Bills have to make it this year while you guys do a little restructuring, and we got to beat them. and then we'll play the Chiefs.
Right,
And
so
then the
it's like
whole league will be
27
tired of the
Super
Eagles.
Bowl.
Did you watch that game between the Ravens and the Bills last week? That was
Yes, I did.
a crazy game.
The fact
I
that
was-
the Ravens lost is disgusting.
I was like this close to be like, all right, this game is over. I'm about to go play some Madden.
They're down by
I was like,
15.
Let me see what these Bills do on this drive. And then that's when I think it was the bounce pass into that got caught in the end zone by Coleman.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, this is a game now. Let me turn.
Oh, it was a game already.
that was
That
a
was a
great
crazy
game.
game.
Eric
Crazy
Henry's another historic game is all for naught because he fumbles the ball.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it turns the tide of the whole game again.
But
Crazy.
Derrick Henry single-handedly brought me back in 2 of my leagues. So thank you, Derrick Henry.
Yeah, he has
I
to
care less if you lose. I just put up those numbers, man. Just put them up.
You know what else was a crazy game, and it drove me nuts? Was that Monday night game?
Yeah, the buff.
So
Bears
all weekend,
and Vikings.
the Vegas odds failed miserably. So I decided to bet on the Bears to cover the spread, just a $5 bet, but it was, hey, covering the spread, and it was nice return. And they looked so good. I'm like, bro, they're not a great looking team, but the win was in hand.
Yeah.
McCarthy looked like everything I've ever said about him was true.
Yeah.
The entire first half, anyone who has heard me talk about JJ McCarthy is like, all right, Mark was right. This man's done. We're getting a new guy in here. And all of a sudden, the second half, this man must go in at halftime, take a little bit of Brady's blood, stick it in his arm, be like, all right, I know how to play football now.
Do you know who Minnesota's backup quarterback is?
Don't know, don't care.
Carson Wentz.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So, give him a couple more weeks, and it's the same thing. We're going to see Carson in there.
Yikes.
Nah,
Yeah, yikes.
I think McCarthy be all right. He looked all right.
Just throw to Justin Jefferson. Like, just throw it to the man, and he'll catch it. Just throw it to him.
He has to be accurate, and only in the second half can he clearly be accurate. Because that first half, he was like looking at the guy, going, "All right, I see you. I'm going to put the ball 20 yards behind you that way."
My man was nervous.
Yeah,
I mean,
he had a whole year to just watch.
Well, that's one of the reasons I took the bet too. I was like, all right, he's pretty much a rookie playing a divisional game on prime time. Like this, it's gonna mess with him. And the whole first half, I was sitting there going like, all right, started counting my chickens. Shouldn't do that, boys.
No,
Shouldn't do that.
don't do it.
I'm watching ESPN right now. They say KC hasn't started 0-2 since 2014.
Good
And that's
times.
Last time they missed the playoffs.
Wow.
Ooh.
And this could be Patrick Mahomes' first 3-game losing streak.
And
How you feel about that?
All right, let me correct myself. Will be Patrick Mahomes' first.
Listen, honestly, I think at this point that this is what's needed. A time of not necessarily loss, but of reflection. You're not at the top anymore. There's other dogs that are barking louder than you are, biting fiercer than you are. So get back in the lab and figure out what's going on from front office to players. What do we need to bring in? What do we need to bring in here to supplement this and move on and realize that we must evolve how everybody else is evolving. Everybody evolved to beat us. Now we must do the same thing.
New quarterback.
New quarterback.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just thinking to myself, I was like, oh, what happens if they lose this coming week? Obviously, the Eagles fan, we want that. But I was like, what happens if they lose the next week? So okay, the schedule. They're not losing the next game. They could
Rams.
start. No. The Chiefs. Yeah, they play the Giants.
I'll play the Giants next week.
Yeah. They could start Andy Reid. They're gonna win that game. But
Listen, Travis, you can sit down for a week. I got it.
exactly. Just ask for his game check though. Don't forget the game check.
Don't forget that one.
This is something that I ask at the beginning of our season. I ask the fellas usually, based on the way your team is set up right now, if you can go back into Kansas City history and pick one player out of any team from Kansas City's past to play now, who would you pick and what position would that be?
Eric Berry, safety.
Safety.
Like
Nice pick.
it.
All right.
It's for me. The defense it starts with the tackle and the safety. My eyes, those are the two captains right there.
Mm-hmm.
The safety. He's
Quarterback of
everything.
defense, right?
Exactly, quarterback defense. And then listen, when I play basketball, listen, I'm a trench guy. So everything, the dirty work and everything, that's what I'm into and I believe in. So your defensive lineman, your star defensive lineman, your game record. So
Yeah,
those are yes, sir.
I like that. I like Eric Berry.
I like Eric Berry. I was thinking, I immediately thought in my head maybe he's going Hill, maybe he's going like original Hunt, because like old school Kareem Hunt, I think people forget how good he was. Like when he left, I was shocked. I was like, why would you let him go?
Yeah.
But
I was thinking more like Priest Holmes or
okay,
Honey Badger.
I say Derek Thomas.
I like Honey Badger.
Derek Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Or Elvis Bono. Elvis Bono. Elvis Bono. That guy too.
Wow,
how far back you going, Mike? Hold on.
Too far back?
Yeah.
Listen, I will be honest. I don't.
Elvis Gerback. Elvis Gerback.
I don't know that name, so you got me with that one.
You don't know Elvis Gerback?
I don't.
Oh God! Talk about a dagger right there. Dagger.
Yeah.
Dagger.
We're old, Mike. We're old, man.
Elvis Gerback. He had a good season with the 49ers one year, and Chiefs gave him a huge contract, and he was okay. You ever heard of him?
Elvis
Gerback.
Yeah.
The Eagles had that too. AJ Feely got signed by Miami.
Yeah,
And
never heard of the game.
Year they cut him.
Yeah.
I feel it's weird how that happens to some players, like Sean Alexander. I remember that man whooping. He had like 20 some touchdowns that one season. Makes a cover of Madden, and then I never heard of him again. Literally just gone.
Mike Allstott.
Mike Allstott will forever live in history. I love that man. That Super Bowl with him and Warren Sapp was amazing. Yeah. What a collapse the next year. Like I looking back on it, it's like comical. Like you guys dominated everybody, going to Super Bowl, and it's just a punch you in the face style team that like everyone was trying to get the passing back then. No one was really running with fullbacks.
No,
Allstott just punched you in the face. You're like, okay, we got him. He scored. Now our offense is there, and Warren Sapp's like, now it's my turn. Yeah. And you're like, you're not going to Warren Sapp. And then the very next season, they're like, I don't know how to win. Like, what's a football?
Yeah. Right. Like, it was that Super Bowl hangover.
That was bad. That was. I swear they were actually hungover every game.
Yeah, which is I don't think the Eagles have. I don't think I've seen a Super Bowl hangover this year with the Eagles. That first game,
one game
was. I know, but I'm saying more of a rust. It was a rust game. I think we're going to see. I want to see this game. Well, let's do our scores. Okay. So we're gonna pick our scores for this Eagles Chiefs game, and then we're gonna pick one pick'em for the week because Miguel was 4-0.
So let him do
4-0. And we're gonna do two pick'em. We're gonna do our Eagles.
We're do a division.
You want to do it? You want to do a division again?
I want to keep the same division.
You want to keep the same division?
Yeah, the whole year.
The whole year.
The whole year.
Wow, Mark. All right, Mark's dialed in. Mark's dialed in.
That was the worst one. I still want to try again.
Do it too. All right, so
he said I can't like that.
So I had the NFC South. Mark had AFC West. That's what's going to be hard because you're going to be facing the Eagles this week.
Real hard prediction there.
And
the AFC.
And Miguel has AFC North.
Yeah.
So, Deuce, if you can pick any game you want, you can pick any. You can throw that in there. So we'll do our Eagles first, Eagles Chiefs, and then we'll go back to the other one. Mark. Let's hear you. Well, let him think about his pick'ems. You go with your Eagles monologue about the score, and then we'll go down the
Eagles. Am I just like growing a trend? Am I going to always do a monologue? Is that
this is episode like 199? When have you not done a monologue for the Eagles win over? Like also, it's like for 199 episodes, you have picked. I think pretty much the Eagles every single episode. So it's
what
like,
can I say? I like our team.
Yeah, so just do the monologue. Let's do it.
You know what? Maybe I disappoint you. Maybe I don't do a monologue this week. Maybe I just say,
Mark,
Eagles go in there.
You always disappoint me when you don't show up. That's the way when you don't show up. Go.
Eagles 31. Kansas City 17.
No monologue.
There's your monologue.
No monologue.
Blowing the monologue. All right, Miguel, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna say Eagles 24-17.
24-17. So yeah, there's a trend right there.
Yep.
Deuce, what is it? What's your score prediction on this game?
Give me good guys. 28-24.
Eagles 28.
I do feel like this game is going to have a lot of emotion in it. I feel like, Kansas City going to come out with some fire. Eagles going to, Jalen, you guys know, I said I was not going to speak ill of Jalen all season. He's earned my respect.
Him or Nick, sorry.
I think he has even more to prove this season. And Mike, you already know that I already picked him as my MVP for the season.
Same. I already put money down on it.
Yeah, so did I.
Nice.
So I think he has something to still prove, and I think he'll prove it during this game as well.
Are you guys real quick? Are you guys familiar with the? I think he's a Miami Dolphins fan. He's a rapper. I Am Thor. What his name is? Thor Music.
Flow Rider. I don't know.
I don't know. He does like recaps. They're pretty good. I check him out on Instagram. He's got some pretty good stuff. He had a line this past week that said Kelsey proposed and the whole team's not engaged. And I was like, oh, I liked it.
And seriously, that's a very real thing, because soon as this outside football drama starts happening and stuff, you forgetting where your mind's supposed to be at, brother.
Mm-hmm.
This is you work before you play, and what are you doing at the detriment of everybody else?
At a Taylor Swift concert, getting his nails painted. Don't hate on the man.
Dude, he didn't know where Brazil. He didn't know where Sao Paulo, Brazil was, and he was already there. He was there already before
for the concert,
and he still didn't know where he was.
And that's just the perception of 2 years ago. That wasn't people when Travis walked into the Chiefs facility. That wasn't the perception he had. But now it's here he comes again with Taylor, something like this, that, and the third alongside of it, and his whole persona is not football anymore.
He had Gronk level respect back then. It was, that was you're going up against Travis Kelce. We're in trouble. That was a problem.
He is now Travis Swift.
Travis Kelce Swift.
And then now, there's every conversation I have about Travis is Swift is involved. It's no longer football. It's everything outside of football, which I don't care about. I'm worried about what he's doing on the field.
Yeah. Well, if his touchdown celebration was a bull, it was a charging bull. Did he think he was in Spain? What was he doing? He was in the wrong country, man. Wrong continent. If it was Spain.
Are we doing? Is there a Spanish game this year? If not, there should be.
Yeah.
Is your Mexico City game? There might be a Mexico City game.
Yeah, but there should be one in Spain. Why not?
Right.
Yeah, they haven't gotten to Spain yet. They've done.
They need to go to Spain next.
Germany. They've done
England.
Maybe that's Taylor Swift is rubbing off on him. He's planning clues, so that's why he was a bull, and so now he's playing. You like that? Yeah. You like
so
that?
next year, Kansas City plays in Spain. Is that the thought?
I need him to just give the reins over to Noah Gray and go. You want to do that? Go live happily ever after. Go ahead.
Yeah,
that's it. He was doing a bull because the reins are going. I get it.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Last year during, I told the guys, if Kansas City were to have won the Super Bowl last year, that he was supposed. I thought he was going to propose to Taylor if y'all would have won on the field after the game.
Oh, how would you have loved it? Would you have loved that?
I'm not necessarily mad at it, but it's extremely corny.
And that's Travis Kelce in the boat.
Yeah, I would say so.
And it's if it was a woman that's not Taylor Swift, okay, but she's seen everything already.
Yeah.
It's probably better that it didn't happen because she probably expected it. She probably didn't want to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was truthfully expecting if we were to win, him to retire.
Yeah,
I think
go out on top and give the reins to Noah.
Right? Yeah, I think he would have.
I think he would have too. I think he would have proposed and then said, "All right, I'm done."
Mike, we didn't get your score yet.
My score, and I'm going to stick with the whole 17 number here. 42-17 Birds. We're going to see high scoring.
He just said
another
no
another one. We need another one.
So wait a second.
one.
Why don't we follow? Why don't you make the change in your score? Like, I know 17 has been a thing.
Yeah.
But why not do that whole Taylor Swift thing? Go back to 22 like they did in the Super Bowl.
42-22?
Yeah, it's just 22.
Maybe.
When you're feeling 22.
I'm feeling it. I'll feel it.
I cannot wait to see you guys next week.
Well,
we might be sad people, but I feel like you might be just Owen. All right, just Owen.
Hey,
Owen.
just hope Jalen Carter doesn't make Patrick Mahomes eat his face mask like he did last year at the Super Bowl.
Listen,
we're gonna see another one of these. I think we're gonna see another one of these.
I love this picture.
Not
that picture.
I do like that picture too, though. I do really like that picture.
Listen, it's a fork in the road, right? It's you either choose to put up or you shut up, right? All this stuff that you words that you stand behind, are your actions going to be incongruous with that?
Right.
Are the captains of my team going to step up? Are the young guys on my team going to follow suit? Are the young guys on my team going to cement themselves as the new guys on the team? Nick Bolton, George Karlaftis, Mike Dana. Okay, here we go. Look at
there. It is.
My favorite picture in the Super Bowl.
That's why it's not just your screen background at this point.
Yeah, right. My background is still Jalen looking at the trophy after he won.
Love that one.
I like that. That's a good photo. I respect that photo.
Love that one. That one's kind of
Photoshop.
Photoshop.
It's funny. I'm not gonna lie, real quick. I was just looking at their schedule, man. You guys don't have any. Like after the Giants, then you got the Ravens. The Jags are hit or miss, but then you got another division game.
Duval.
Yeah, you guys got a season to start.
Yeah, and that's another thing. The AFC West, like I said, the teams were trying to chase us, and now they're catching up, while we're essentially staying stagnant or potentially regressing. And if the dynasty wants to continue, that's to say that can't happen. Or we must, still trend upwards with them, or we're going to be a second or third place wild card game in the playoffs again.
I mean, I will say, I think last year that dynasty died nasty because that was bad.
100%.
Yeah, that was rough. Like, it's funny because obviously, as an Eagles fan, I was at a Super Bowl party with a bunch of Eagles fans. All right, and we're all talking before the game, and like half people, they were nervous. And I'm sitting there like, I said it before. I was wholeheartedly in belief that we were going to whoop the absolute shit out of you. Because I was like sitting looking, like you said earlier, like the team looked well rounded. The Eagles looked solid. You guys were scraping every game. And it was like, this isn't the Chiefs we played before that took us and fought us. This is a Chiefs team that just didn't look like they were ready for it. And it was like weird for me to be around all these fans who are like, I don't know, man. Like maybe I'll bet on the Eagles to cover the spread, but I'm not betting on them to win. Like
it's the mystique. The Chiefs going to that game still had a mystique.
Yeah, and I was like,
to them. That's why.
And that's another thing. No more mystiques or none of that. Listen, the bubble has been popped. Everybody knows now. Now, how do we respond? That you have a choice, choices to make. How do you respond now? Everybody knows. Everybody's been headhunting us now. Okay, so what? Now we gotta
put up or shut up, right? Put up or shut up.
You gotta you adapt or you die. One of the two.
Yeah. I think that's we're gonna see there. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what kind of team both of these teams are on Sunday. Is it are we gonna see Eagles who can come in and close the book on Eagles Chiefs rivalry, or the Chiefs gonna show life? They're gonna show that they're still they can still be top dog. We're gonna see. Let's do our pick'ems. Let's do. I'll go first with my NFC South. I'm taking I'm having Carolina and Arizona game. So Carolina is no good. Carolina is trash. So I'm going to take Arizona on that one.
Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison. He's going to be.
I have him in a lot of my leagues too.
I mean, Vikings Falcons. That's a Sunday night game. I'm taking the Vikings on that one.
You got it wrong.
You think so?
100%.
Vikings are gonna lose to the Falcons.
Yep.
And then who else is on this league here? Buccaneers, Texans. So definitely Buccaneers. I think that's it, right?
I think that's a good, solid choice, minus the middle one, but that's just me.
Sure.
Miguel, what you got?
Let's see. I got Cleveland, Baltimore. I'm gonna go.
That's a tough game. You sure you want to pick that one first?
No. I don't know, because Jerry Jeudy talking a lot of shit about the fucking cornerbacks from Baltimore.
Yeah, he's gonna get real far with that. Who's throwing to him again?
I don't know.
Falco.
Old man Flacco. Sanders starts this game. Yeah.
Starts this game. So I'm gonna go Baltimore there, and then let's see who else is in that division.
Pittsburgh.
Wait, I don't even have them on.
Pittsburgh, Seattle.
Pittsburgh, Seattle.
Yeah.
Where are they?
They're on Fox at 1 o'clock. Seattle and Pittsburgh.
And I'm gonna say Pittsburgh on that one.
Yep.
And then what's the last team here? Oh, that's it.
Cincinnati and Jacksonville.
It's hard to go against Cincinnati because they always suck in the beginning of the season.
Jacksonville's your team, though.
I know. I'm gonna say Jacksonville just because you said that.
There you go. See,
I don't know if you know this. Each one of us has two teams in this league somehow.
Well, somehow.
All right, so we have Mike, who's a Colts fan, okay, and then Eagles fan.
Really.
We got Miguel, he's a Jags fan, and then an Eagles fan, and then me, I'm an Eagles fan, and then an Eagles fan. So there's
now that's because when we played the Eagles, when the Eagles played the Colts, I picked the Colts. So all of a sudden, I'm a Colts fan.
Right.
Miguel picked the Jaguars one week, and now he's a Jaguars.
Now, I have a question though. Were you guys right?
No.
You're both wrong. You're both wrong.
You're wrong.
I was right on those weeks.
But I'm sorry, we won't come up here and fanboy out and just pick the Eagles.
I agree with you. And if our team was mid, I would make picks like that. I might not pick the Eagles for all games this year. There is a game on the calendar that I'm kind of nervous about. But when our team was looking that good, it's hard to
be honest. When we get
teams.
to it, Eagles are like 7-0 when you get to that game. You're not picking the Eagles to lose.
Right.
You're not doing it,
Well,
Mark.
I've
known you for too long.
Mark, if the Eagles are playing Oregon, who are you picking?
The Eagles? Oregon's a college. They're not going to win that. Look. I luckily I have a really easy pick week this week because obviously Eagles are playing the Chiefs, and we already made the Eagles pick. So I got one of those teams off the board. The Chargers are playing the Raiders, so that's just one other like kind of easy pick. So it's one pick. I don't have to make extras. I will say, Raiders didn't look too bad. Chargers look better. Give me the Chargers.
Yep.
And then Denver,
Oregon duck at quarterback. But go ahead.
Yeah, problem with it. He's like one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Like I don't know how you argue it. He's broken how many Mahomes records? It's nutty with a less cast. Come on, man. So then we go to
you guys and your subliminal little shot.
Yo, Mark.
I will say I've talked about that forever though, because like obviously Mahomes has the wins. He looks good, has the wins. That's great. But I'm just saying, like when they both came into the league a few years apart, Mahomes came in the league. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, look at Mahomes! Oh my God, look at Mahomes! He was breaking records, looking amazing." Then Herbert comes to the league, starts breaking Mahomes' records, but the Chargers suck, and they're like, "Look at Mahomes! Look at Mahomes!" I'm like, "This man is breaking his records. Give him some props." And people are like, he's an okay quarterback." I'm like, "No, he's on an okay team. He's a great quarterback. I think if you take him out of there, that team is abysmal still." But it is what it is. Give me Chargers for that week, for this week. And then the last one is the Broncos.
Yeah.
Now, if you would ask me about this game 2 weeks ago, I would have said this is a blowout. Don't even ask me to give you a call out because it's the Colts. Somehow, I don't know. The Dolphins are either the worst team in the league or the Colts and Daniel Jones have gotten significantly better with magic. Okay. Because that was a ridiculous game.
Get his name right. It's now Indiana Jones.
Indiana
Yeah, I
Jones.
was about to say that. It's Indiana Jones.
You're right. My bad. Indiana Jones.
I love that.
And his Colts against the Broncos, the only two horses fighting each other. It is in Indianapolis. It was in Denver. I'd say it's much easier. I think I still like the defense and the cast of Denver more. I think it's a really tight game. I think Denver wins it.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. And then your third game is the Eagles, Kansas City, and you pick Eagles.
Yep.
So you have like a twofer there.
That's what I'm saying. Both these, it's kind of like an easy week.
Because we brought up the Dolphins. Deuce, would you if you were the GM of the Chiefs right now, would you go try to get Tyreek Hill back on the team since he asked for a trade?
100%. But
really?
But there are stipulations. Listen,
he's gonna bring like 12 wives with him though.
you chose to venture elsewhere, and you chose to. You want to take the money route? Okay, now your quality of life is going down. If you come back here, listen. You're not the Super Bowl champion, 1,000-yard receiver. No, you're on a one strike like everybody else. Especially, I was just thinking about that when you brought up the Dolphins. He was just having to go up and vehemently say that and about the claims about domestic violence and stuff like that. There's always something off the field issue. No off the field issues. If any off the field issues occur, listen, we're gonna separate our relationship immediately.
Right.
Yeah, but he has so many of those underlining problems. Do you really want to bring that baggage?
I can answer that for him for you because are you kidding me? If you're gonna have a team with Xavier Worthy and Tyreek Hill, you're talking two guys that can run a sub 4.3 40. Are you out of your mind, Mike? That's the last thing anyone in the NFL wants except the Chiefs fans. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's nutty because you already got to have someone over the top for Worthy. I can't have someone over the top for both sides of the field.
Exactly.
And unlike Worthy, Hill takes a few more hits. Hill's a little bulkier. Like he can get in and out of it a little better. So it's a danger we don't need. And him and Mahomes were like, they're right on it. They read each other's mind. I don't want that back.
Exactly, and that's another thing too. They've already been in sync before for championship rings. So I'm not going to assume that's going to take long if that were to happen. And that's the thing. The teams don't need to necessarily worry about the speedster. They're not necessarily worried about the Travis Patrick duo as of right now, because what is it producing? It's not producing anything.
Really good songs.
Right. Usually at the snap of every ball, everybody's taking 5 yards or 7 yards back to make sure to stop that first. Now, as soon as that ball is hiked, it's completely different.
Yeah, they're pressing a lot more.
Teams aren't the mystique and all that. It's going away. It's like, oh, you can bleed.
Right.
Definitely bled. So what kind of games you want to pick here, Deuce? What do you want to do?
So am I picking a division here?
You can pick a division. Yeah.
Okay.
You can do the NFC West.
That's a good one.
NFC South. AFC East.
Let's go AFC East here.
Okay. So you got New England and Miami.
Yep. I'm gonna take New England for that pick. And then Buffalo and the Jets. I'm gonna take Buffalo with them as well. Are those only two games in that division?
Yeah, they're all playing in division games. Yeah, it's a really easy week.
Easy week for you.
I think that the Patriots and Will Campbell and that offense, they get situated this week.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Against Miami, it's a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's gonna start look really bad for Miami. All the talk that they said about Vic Fangio, how they couldn't, he had a terrible philosophy in there. I'm like, he came back here and turned a young team into a Super Bowl champion.
The coach is begging for the fans to come in, stop tailgating just to be there in time for kickoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are getting desperate preaching right now.
Party City. Everybody's focused on everything besides football. Off the field issues. It's not even just Tyreek. Every other week I'm seeing something with off the field issues with the Dolphins, and Don't even forget how many. I don't know why Jalen Waddle's still there if he just can't stay healthy. Every time I turn on my ESPN injury report, he's on there.
Yeah.
We got a Q next to his name somewhere. It's like permanent. It's like a permanent Q.
Yeah, can't remove it.
Nope. I appreciate you coming on. I know we have it's late, but I appreciate you coming on and talking with us. And definitely next week, same time. Come on, win or lose.
Of course.
I want to see you on here. We'll chat a little bit more.
More, I'm listening. I move with my honor. Like
Love it. That's what I love. I love that.
Right. All right. Well, you know how.
Listen, we got an arrow to shoot that down. All right.
We'll see it. We'll see it.
You know how we do. EAGLES.
Eagles. Let's go, Birds.
Go Birds.